Hi, I'm Mark Frazier, and I work for Salesforce. Now, I've gotten to know most of everyone that's in the room today over the last several months. There's a few new faces, and I look forward to getting to know you too, just as well as I know Jimmy and Michelle that we've worked so closely with over the last several months. Salesforce is a customer relationship management software company, or CRM for short. Customer relationship management, though, isn't all that we do. You'll see today that we actually were the fourth largest software as a service company in the entire world last year. And that's including Oracle and Microsoft and some of the big guys. You'll see today that we live and breathe sales. But over the years, as technology has advanced, what we've found and what businesses around the world have found is that in order to be a successful company, you have to be a successful sales organization. And to be a successful sales organization, the entire company has to live and breathe sales. Everywhere, everyone, every time. So over the last several months, what we've spent time learning, really being a sponge and absorbing as much as we can about AstraZeneca, we wanted to learn two main things to begin with. Number one is we wanted to learn, where is AstraZeneca headed? Where do they want to go? Where do you want to go? And how do you think you're going to get there? The second thing we wanted to learn is we wanted to learn what problems you have identified already, and then what problems we identify ourselves, being experts in sales effectiveness, but also sales efficiency. Well, we also surveyed a pretty substantial amount of your employees, and the results were pretty consistent across the board. Now, I know when you think sales, you think of the sales reps, your sales teams that are out in the field meeting with physicians all the time. But when we looked at the problem areas with sales, we didn't just stop at sales reps. We also looked at the management. We looked at executives too. We're going to look at what we found there. Now, in the beginning, I'll tell you, we were faced with questions right off the bat to say we have an existing software that does just what we want it to. But as we probed a little bit more and as we started to ask more questions, we started unwrapping layers of concern that wasn't really realized as a concern until we brought it up. And as we continued in those conversations, we really made sure that we fully focused our efforts in making sure that we could provide a solution to each and every single one of the problems that we identified. So what did we identify as an issue? Well, number one, let's start with sales reps. Sales reps have a lot of downtime at AstraZeneca. Now, I don't mean that sales reps are twiddling their thumbs. I don't mean that they're only seeing or calling one or two physicians a day. No, downtime is up to 25% of your sales rep's time is spent doing administrative work. And another 20% of their time is used in data entry, just entering in data into the software. Now, it doesn't take a mathematician to add up that that's almost half of your sales rep's time. And if they're spending half of their time behind a desk or behind a computer screen, guess what they're not doing? Selling. Now, when we talked with the managers, the managers just felt they could not seize opportunities in the best way. They felt like they could not effectively seize every single opportunity and make sure that they were able to track every opportunity that they were working on. The executives, in a similar way, just found that it was very difficult to make decisions. They felt that they didn't have the right data, they felt that they lacked data, or when they had data, they felt it may have been incorrect. So how does Salesforce enter into the picture? So we are, as I mentioned, a customer relationship manager. But we're way more than just a spreadsheet. Our customer relationship management software gives you a complete view of your customer. Now, most of the organizations that we work with are companies that are selling to other businesses or to nonprofit organizations, and they're contract based. They're big deals with large revenue targets and carrying quota. You're faced with a different challenge. Your challenge is building relationships with physicians' offices, their nurses, their office managers, the physicians themselves, so that they can be absolutely certain that they're going to prescribe an AstraZeneca product to their patient. In order to do that, we're going to have a complete view of the customer. Know every contact with every account, pulling in social media for a deeper understanding of your physicians, and also making sure that prep work can be done on the go. Now, prep work is done through an autonomous feature where literally everything is at your disposal, your disposal in the palm of your hand on your mobile device. Artificial intelligence is allowing sales reps to literally just talk into their mobile device to upload contacts, to make notes about activities, to talk about meetings, and that's going to all upload into the customer relationship management software. And in that software, you're also, with your voice, able to create new appointments, schedule emails to be sent, and schedule phone calls to be made. Our CRM software syncs directly with Outlook, so there's no more time wasted in copy and pasting emails so that the whole team can stay updated on the opportunities at hand. There's also an offline capability, again, with sales reps being on the road, traveling from physician office to physician office, hospital to hospital. Wi-Fi isn't always going to be available, but that doesn't mean that they have to stop putting in information. When sales reps put in information into their phone or into their computer, even without the internet, it saves it automatically, and then as soon as they connect to Wi-Fi when they walk into the hospital, if they automatically connect to the Wi-Fi, it's going to get uploaded to Salesforce. And last is automation. Automation makes sure that at intervals that you select, you can ensure that emails are sent, phone calls are sent, and appointments are scheduled without even pressing a button. Now, again, with the managers, they felt that they had a hard time seizing opportunities. So we're going to look at two details that are going to be really important, which takes us from just a customer relationship management software to the next level. So with reports, every single person that has access to this database, whether it's managers, sales reps, executives, whoever you give access to, everyone can see these reports live. Look at your pipeline, your activities, your closed relationships, upcoming relationships, upcoming presentations, dinners, all the things that you need to keep track and have at a moment's touch will be right at your fingertips all the time. All the data is live and it's accurate. Again, since sales reps are not having to spend hours on end inputting information into the system by hand, because there's so much that's autonomous as well as with artificial intelligence, that you can always count on the data being live. And because it's accessible anywhere and everywhere, you can be at the beach, you can be at the office, or you can be at home and you can access any of this information, because we never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. The information is also easy to understand, and it's also easy to create without getting IT involved. You can create custom reports for exactly what you want to see and have it live on your dashboard. Now, opportunity management is a big component that we won't spend too much time on because we really want to customize this area based on you. Now, what is opportunity management? Opportunity management looks at the entire relationship that you have with an opportunity or a physician, let's say, a hospital system. It's going to look at that opportunity and it's going to put it in steps that you've set, and you can look at live steps throughout the sales cycle to see where we are and how to get involved. It allows you to stay close to what's important, and it streamlines the process so that you can provide guidance along the way with every single deal that you're looking at a moment's notice. Now, with the executives that are here, forecasting was one of the biggest things that came up. Forecasting is going to allow the executive team to view the entire business as a whole in one screen. It's accurate forecasting, but it's even accurate for complex sales. Again, as I mentioned, you're not closing contracts. These are relationships with physicians. and it allows you to track everything that you're doing and forecast out. It also allows you to track your top performers and the top opportunities that are coming up so that you can make sure that you're going back to your investors and reporting favorable results every quarter. Now, since Salesforce is an enterprise organization, and we're going to be able to implement Salesforce, or at least offer to give a recommendation on Salesforce software in HR and in billing and in other areas, so that everything is working together towards one goal, which is, of course, growing as an organization. So how do we take the next step together? First step that we're going to do together is an MOU. We're going to do a memorandum of understanding before anything gets signed, any checks exchange hands. We want to just make sure that you understand what we are offering and that you're understanding what your part of the deal is as well. The next part is we're going to have our engineering team come in and design a customized platform for your organization, giving you the data that you want, the reports that you want, and the features that you want as well. Now we're going to test everything once they've designed the system, and we're going to do final testing to make sure that everything is working flawlessly. And at that point, that's when we sign everything to make it official and go live. So I am really looking forward to answering everybody's questions. Can't wait to see what feedback you have for us. As I mentioned, we spent months developing this customized solution for your organization based on what you've told us are your biggest needs. And we look forward to continuing to unwrap those as we design a system specifically built around your company to generate higher revenues every single quarter. Thank you so much.